Now for the past couple of days, I have been testing out this 4K live streaming camera right here from NearStream. Now NearStream this sends out to me just to test, to show you guys if this is something that you guys would want to use inside your studio for church service or any live streaming that you guys can think of. Now I have been doing a lot of testing on this, and in this video I'm going to show you guys what's my view of this product right here, and as a owner of the previous version, which is the NearStream VM20, which you guys actually see me record on right now with this view of this camera right here. Now they did some bit amount of upgrade on this camera right here, so as you can see, this is just the quality that you guys will get out of something like this, which I'm going to go through all the features inside this video. So it comes in this package right here. I'll just do a quick unboxing. Some warranty cards, have a quick start guide, and we have our user manual. We got a remote, USB right here, wireless transmitter. This is a USB-C to USB-A, USB cable. We have an adapter right here, which is USB-A. So we have a splitter right here, USB-C to USB-C. So you have one for the mic and one for the cable right there for the current or lightning. And then we have the product right here itself, and it looks something like this. So this is the Pro model for the upgrade version. They have improved 5 major upgrades to this model right here, making it more user-friendly to persons who are doing streaming. And these are clearer display, faster response, better audio, longer recording time, and more connectivity, which I'm going to dive to and show you guys inside this video. But first, let's actually compare the VM20 versus the VM20 Pro in terms of its physical appearance and how it actually stacks up against each other. So right here we have the two model, which is the VM20 Pro and the VM20 right here. Now as you can see right here, we have some differences in terms of the port that is on both of these devices right here. Now onto right here, you can see that we have a mic and a power port. Also to this side right here, we have a power port, which is a 5 volt, and we have a separate mic for audio. On this right here, we don't have any 3.5 audio jack because of the cable which actually comes inside. You can take advantage of this USB-C into this right here, and we can take advantage of mic and also bring power to this as well. But the thing is, if you have a 3.5mm jack, you might have some problem with the Pro right here because it doesn't include any 3.5mm jack inside this right here. We also have a memory card slot or SD card slot, which supports up to 1 terabyte of storage. So this one includes a button, and right here we can see we have some basic similarities in terms of the port, which is down here. But in terms of the size, we can see that the Pro is a bit bigger. The camera on the Pro looks a bit bigger because it has a bigger sensor. So this is a wireless adapter which you can use on your computer, and you can screw this little antenna right here onto it, and you plug this into your computer and get signal directly from this. And this is just the quality that you get exactly when you're using it. Now currently I'm using it in my OBS software. I'm not doing any form of streaming right now, but what I'm doing is that I'm doing a recording of this device right here, just show you guys how it actually looks whenever you're actually using this device right here inside the studio. And one thing that also claims that this camera right here actually has is faster response time, especially when you're using the remote which come inside, so we can actually zoom in, zoom out and stuff like that whenever we're using this type of camera right here. It actually comes with a remote with all the features on it right here, which actually shows you to zoom in and change some different things onto your camera. Another thing that they claim that to improve is the audio quality of this device right here. So I'm gonna play a sample of the audio which you're actually hearing right now from the device itself. So it actually has a built-in microphone on top of the device. So you can use a wireless mic, or you can use a mic that attached to it to get a better sound quality, which is a plus, especially if I'm in the studio like this. I can actually attach my microphone to it and to get a better sound audio, especially if I'm further away from my device when I'm recording. Now with this device right here, we have a longer recording time, because with the previous version we didn't get the option where you can insert SD cards. Now we can insert up to 1 terabyte of SD cards. So if you're in a studio like this, or you're doing live streaming and you just want to record a session without have to, back it up to any server or something like that, you can record it directly into your SD card to have the highest quality footage whenever you're actually, you know, streaming. Because sometimes when you're actually streaming, the data of the quality of the camera which you're streaming can sometimes reduce depending on internet connection. Now you can save your files directly into this device right here, and you can have that high quality files for later use. I'm going to compare it based on the previous version. So this camera right here, which actually see me recording and right now, is the quality of the first model, which is the VM20, and this is the quality of the VM20 Pro. Let me know what you guys think about the difference in terms of the image quality that's coming out of something like this. Now this right here is the camera, which is my Sony ZV-E1 camera, which is, it's kind of unfair to actually compare it against like a mirrorless camera like this, but I mean the price point of this right here is about quarter of this setup. So if you guys are interested into getting something like 4 of these, it will actually match up to the price of my Sony ZV-E1 right here. So let's look at one of the first thing that I actually like about this right here is the wireless connection. Now this right here can be used further away from your computer or any device that you guys would want to hook it up to. So let's say if I'm connecting a live streaming from my desktop, I can connect the receiver and have this further away without have to have any cables lying around, especially when I'm doing like any church service or any live streaming of events and such like that. And next thing that I also like about this right here is the SD card recording. Now this can support up to 1 terabyte of SD storage, so you can record directly onto this right here, so you don't have to worry about syncing up and such things in post. Another thing I love about this device right here as well is ability to add external mic. Now this right here is bit amount of a different upgrade I have seen in this model, where they have removed the 3.5mm jack and include a USB connection. So whether you're using a NearStream microphone or any microphone that support USB Type-C, you can easily connect up into this right here for wireless connection. And another pro features that I also love about this device right here is that it comes with a remote inside. So you don't have to use a computer. Once you have a monitor like how I'm using it right now, connect it up to my monitor, I can use this to like zoom in and zoom out and everything on this right here. So you can hit and record. So this actually gives me ability where I don't have to download any apps on my phone. I can just control everything right here onto this remote. And the next pro feature of this right here is the optical zoom. So you can zoom up to 10x times. So this is very crucial, like when you're in like concert, doing live stream of a funeral or a church service, and you just want to have that extra reach. You can actually get more zoom of this device right here. So it's not a fixed focal length. You can zoom in, you can zoom out and stuff like that. And also have the AI features which gonna zoom for you, or you can just use it to keep it at a manual zoom. Now some of the cons of this device right here is that this doesn't have any internal battery. You know, sometimes you might go out for a live stream and in a situation where you don't have any power supply, or you don't want to attach it to a space where it can't find to plug in. So that's one of the cons right there. I wish this device would have some form of internal battery where I can have at least 4 hours or 5 hours of runtime, which I know I can use outdoor and set it up and have reliable connection for streaming, especially when I'm using this outdoor. Now one of the cons of this device as well is that you can't control things like your shutter speed, your ISO and your f-stops. Now in modern camera now, it would be great if you can control those features, because those are what gonna give you some better performance in terms of if you're in like a low light situation, you can adjust those things. I mean, this have the option where you can control like the picture profile, changing the saturation and hue and those things, but I think those are probably not enough to get the best quality out of this camera right here, especially if you're using in a low light situation. So those are some of the cons of this right here. Now, do I recommend this for creators who are creating YouTube videos like this? Now, if you're into live streaming and you just want something easy to set up, just to connect it to your computer or just a camera to get an extra angles. But if money is not the issue and you want to invest in this type of setup, whether for live streaming, for podcast, or inside your studio like this, and you want to invest in this full on setup, I think it would be a great option. So let me know what you guys think about this upgrade of this camera right here. And if you guys thinking about purchasing one of these, I'm going to put links for this down in the description. If you guys interested to see more content like this, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Until next time, peace out.